weekend game plan gets out into the community with Suburban Newspaper sports editor Mark Lidbetter and the Amateur Sports Report.
Sports at thesuburban.com if you want to reach Mark for this weekly segment or for the weekly newspaper, thesuburban.com. Mark, very quick on time, unfortunately, here today. Let's start off with some golf.
Yeah, and this just came out yesterday that John Abbott College's Emily Romatsu has won the individual Ping Canadian Collegiate Athletic Association National Golf Championship, and that took place this week in Medicine Hat, Alberta at the Desert Bloom Golf Course. Emily carded a 10 over through 4 rounds, besting second place's Shay Ledinas of the Red Deer College Queens by 6 strokes. And consistency was the key for Emily as she scored 75s in the first 3 rounds, but saved her best for last as she hit for a very respectable 1 over 73 of the final day of play, claiming the title.
All right, elsewhere in the hockey world, I love this name, the Lac St. Louis Revolution. Love that.
Yeah, and fans need to get out and support the team and see some great action because the Lac St. Louis Revolution are home for a pair of matches this weekend at the Pierrefonds Sportsplex. And that's going to be in the Quebec Junior AAA Hockey League. And on Saturday, the St. Gabriel de Brandon Predators are in town for an 8:15 meeting with the Revs. And Lac St. Louis is going to work at holding the league's third leading sniper in check as Vincent Blanchette has 26 points in 13 games. Then on Sunday, the first place Inuk de Granby will provide the opposition against the Revolution with a 2:45 matinee puck drop. And the Inuk boasts the top point man and top goalie in the league. William LeBlanc has 16 goals and 16 assists in 14 games, while goalie Marc-Antoine Dufour boasts a 9-3-1 loss record with a 904 save percentage. But Lac St. Louis goalie Eric Jackson sits third among goaltenders at an 5-8 record, but he has a most impressive 906 save percentage, allowing only 44 goals on 469 shots. That's a lot of rubber he's faced.
Yeah, that's a lot. All right, on to the gridiron.
Yeah, well, the statistics and standings of last week mean nothing now because the Quebec Bantam Football League and the Quebec Midget Football League are into the second season, the playoffs, with the final prize being a provincial championship title. Now, in Bantam play, the quarterfinals are set for this weekend, and the Sun Youth Hornets will face North Shore at 1 p.m. at Pierrefonds Riverdale High School.
Ah, my old school.
There you go. And at 3 p.m. in St. Leonard at Stade Hubert, the Greenfield Park Packers face the St. Leonard Cougars. In the opening round of the playdowns in Midget, the LaSalle Warriors travel to Ontario to face the Orleans Raftsmen, with the winner of that game facing Sun Youth next Saturday. And then last night, the Greenfield Park and St. Leonard, Greenfield Park Packers and St. Leonard Cougars went at it in St. Leonard, with the Cougars advancing to next Saturday's meeting against the North Shore Mustangs following a 20-6 win over the Packers.
All right, finally, sticking with football.
Yeah, this is a good one. While the Sun Youth Mosquito AAA Hornets didn't advance to the playoffs this year, they had a really great season for one player, Riley Vaughn. He was a bright spot, and you can credit his success to preparation and talent. He's pleased with his season as he had rushed for 14 touchdowns plus 2 pick-six interceptions in Week 9. Riley led the Hornets to the win over the St. Laurent Spartans with 5 touchdowns. And now he's still only a first-year Mosquito-level player, so he'll be back next year. And he wants to work on having good personal success, but hopes to add a few more W's into the win column with his team next season. Now, this off-season, Riley will make the switch to basketball, his second favorite sport, but he still has his eye on the start of football next fall.
Sports at thesuburban.com if you want to get in touch with Mark for this weekly segment or for the weekly newspaper in the greater Montreal area. Mark, thank you so much as always.
My pleasure, and go Brewers, because it'd be nice to have the World Series champs come to the Olympic Stadium next spring.
It would be a first, absolutely. Thank you, Mark.
Have a good one, guys.